TxStampin Sharon. I am bringing you a little sneak peek of a stamp set and some gorgeous papers that will be available from the, 2019-2020 annual catalog. And that starts June 4th. So you can't buy anything today if you're watching this on June 1st when it posts. However, I just want to tease you a little bit and let you see how pretty it all is. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, you can do so below. After you subscribe, hit that little notification bell. I upload videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I would love to hear your comments. Give me some thumbs up, guys. I'd love to see that. Let's make my card. But this punch matches that stamp, okay? This punch does not match the other stamps. However, we already have this punch and it matches that leaf. And I just figured that out today and I was super excited because I did stamp some leaves, but I love punches. So I was happy that that fit. Now on to the papers. Yes, the catalog does a great job of showing you, but I wanted to show you. These are watercolored by an artist at Stampin' Up, and they are dual-sided. Okay, so there's that. Look, isn't it so pretty? This is a really bold green. Here's another pattern. Here's another pattern. These are very soft, sweet little floral, little daisies. I'm telling you, isn't that artwork that needs to be framed? I'm getting some frames. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get some frames. I love this one. This almost reminds me of the brush show or the color crystals that you can get. Stampin' Up does have some new ones in the catalog this year. So this is the pattern that I used today. That's the back of it. And here we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I hope by you seeing it on the video that it helps you see it better. Now, something else I want to point out, another tip I have. All of the Designer Series papers have certain Stampin' Up colors in them. I keep this sheet and it'll tell me the name of the paper, and then it also tells me the colors. And I keep all of those in a sleeve, which protects them. Let me just show you how I do it. So I keep them in a sleeve like this. You could, hold on. You could even mark that tab. I don't because I'm constantly changing them out. And then see, I can see my colors. So if I go to use this paper, I can flip it over and see the colors. There you go, my tip of the day. All right, let me bring all my stamp pads back in and we're gonna get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to stamp. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape and using a Post-it note, and see how it's sticky at the top. I want to come as close to the top as I can so that I can make a mask. So then you'll just cut that out like I have done. And another little tip for you is cut right on the line. You actually want this to be just a skosh smaller than your stamped image. So let me just show you how mine looks. Oh, you can't tell, but it's just a little bit smaller. And that helps when you are stamping. So, all right, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same stamp and I'm stamping a flower on a piece of Whisper White. It's just a scrap. I'm going to cut that out. I really feel like when you, I call it fussy cutting, everybody calls it fussy cutting. I feel like when you fussy cut this image, it's really okay if you're not perfect because of all the white space in between all the lines and stuff, the details of the flower. So, all right, so we've got that done. And so now I have my Whisper White layer, and I will have all the measurements in the description box below, as well as the supplies I used. Now, speaking of the supplies, you may be watching this on June 1st. You cannot order this until Tuesday, June 4th of 2019. So don't freak out if you try to place an order and it goes not available, okay? It is available, but not until Tuesday, June 4th. Whenever we first get a catalog, it's really funny because I like to talk to you about, in other words, it's a new catalog. There's new goodies. There's new fun things. If your wish list, if your shopping list is $100, I need you to stop and think about something. Most people join Stampin' Up! For the discount. The starter kit that you get is a customizable starter kit, and you can pick out anything you want. That's what that means. For $99. You can shop for up to $125, and then you only pay the $99 plus tax. You get free shipping. I tell everyone it is such a great deal, and most of my people that join my team, that's what they do. And then every time you place an order after that, you get 20% off. I mean, you're saving money up front because you're getting $26 more with that starter kit. And then every time you place an order with yourself, you get 20% off. So see how I masked my first stamp? I got to talking, so I apologize. I masked my first stamp with my Post-it note mask. And then I came in, so that, let me move that. This was done with, because I was talking, I did not use Highland Heather. I was supposed to have used Highland Heather for this stamp, and then my Gorgeous Grape for this one. So we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm not going to talk the whole time. I call myself the Queen of Boo-Boos. Now you know why. Double checking. Highland Heather. You know what? I did do it right. Look how close those are. That's crazy because on this card, it's lighter. Can y'all see that? I did do it right. Oh, and I haven't re-inked. We're going to go with it. I don't know. It's kind of a mystery to me. I may play with that more because, like I said, my sample is lighter. So, but they are really close. I mean, there's not much difference. So what you're seeing on the camera is really close. All right, so we have some centers, and I'm going to ink up Daffodil Delight. And there's a little notch in there, and it lines up with that notch right there. The beauty of the photopolymer stamps is that you can see that. Oh, this is a different shape. Let me get the other one. So there's two different shapes of centers. Okay. All right, so now we're going to bring our mask back in, and I'm going to stamp some leaves. Using Old Olive, because that was one of the colors on the back of my Designer Series paper pack. Going to protect my surface here because I know I'm going to be stamping off. So you could make another mask. However, I opted not to. I opted just to come in. So another mask for this little flower if you wanted to. All right, so now we have that. We're going to add this layer to our gorgeous grape layer. I'm really puzzled by that ink because I've used both colors many times, but you know, we never know what the weather does sometimes to our inks. I've not re-inked that. Like, oh boy, did I re-ink it wrong, but I haven't re-inked these. That's a fairly new pad. Okay, so we're gonna add this flower on with a dimensional. But before I add it to the card, since I discovered, where's my scrap? Since I discovered that our punch, our little leaf punch, coordinates with this stamp set, we're gonna pull it in. And I kind of bent the leaves up a little bit with my fingers just to give it a little personality. And we're going to decide, where do we want it? So I'm actually going to remove the backing. And I'm going to stick it right here on that dimensional. There you go. All right, so then we're going to put this right here. And it's okay that it's hanging up because it's going to go on my layer. I am going to use one of the little fuzzy centers, and I figured out just by digging my nails in, I could remove that backing just like I can, since my snips are right here, I'm going to do this, with a regular dimensional. You wouldn't want to do a fuzzy on all the flowers because then it would be, you don't get that many. So I think just the one is good enough. All right, we're going to add our designer series paper to our gorgeous grape card, to our Highland Heather card base. So just so you see the difference in the purples? That's what it should have been on my card. Oh, okay, it is softening up some. Okay, all right, I'm not crazy. Can y'all see that? It is lighter. I guess maybe because the ink was still wet. I kind of freaked out there for a minute. All right, so this paper, you want to see, I'm trying to see all of this at the top of the card. How many of you are ready for this stamp set? Now, I really should have, I do that every time. If you ever watch my videos, see how bumpy it is? I should have added this layer, these layers before I added the flower and the leaf, but you know, it's what happens on a video. I'm just going to do that at an angle because I felt like I would be able to see more of the different pieces of that beautiful watercolored paper. I hope y'all love this card. I did. I fell in love with it. I think it's gorgeous and so different, especially the papers. My website link is in the description box below, as well as my measurements. If I can help you with any of your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, let me know. Happy stamping, y'all!